Welcome back. Lincoln currency. In the vast and intricate world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins, few pieces evoke the sheer intrigue, mystery, and value that the 1993 1-cent coin does. On the surface, it appears to be a humble penny, virtually indistinguishable from its countless brethren that have passed through the hands of millions. But buried beneath its coppery luster lies a story so rare, so significant, that it has turned this common object into a treasure worth $54 million in the eyes of collectors and historians. To understand the true weight and magnitude of the 1993 1-cent coin, we must first explore its fundamental properties. The 1993 penny was minted primarily in the United States and features the enduring and iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front side. This design has been a fixture of the U.S. 1-cent coin since 1909, commemorating the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The portrait itself was originally designed by Victor David Brenner, a Lithuanian-born engraver whose initials, VDB, were at first discreetly included on the reverse side of the coin. Although controversial at the time, the initials were removed shortly after, only to be restored years later in a more subtle placement on the front, beneath Lincoln's shoulder. The reverse side of the standard 1993 1-cent coin continues with the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This replaced the earlier, wheat ears, reverse design that featured two stalks of wheat. The Lincoln Memorial depiction is itself a piece of fine numismatic art, complete with intricate pillars and even a tiny engraving of the statue of Lincoln sitting within the monument if observed under magnification. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the Lincoln Memorial reverse remained in circulation until 2008, when the design was changed to feature multiple depictions of Lincoln's life. The standard 1993 1-cent coin is made of a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a change that occurred in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper. Prior to that, pennies had been made primarily of copper, but economic pressures forced the U.S. Mint to adopt a copper-plated zinc composition to keep production costs down. The coin has a diameter of 19.05 mm and weighs approximately 2.5 grams, with a plain edge. It carries the mint mark, if present, just below the date on the obverse side. In 1993, pennies were struck at both the Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark, mints. Each mint produced billions of pennies that year, meaning that the average 1993 penny is worth no more than its face value, 1 cent. But here is where the story of this particular 1993 penny takes a sharp and astonishing turn. Out of the billions struck, an extraordinarily rare error coin or pattern piece has been reported to exist, so rare that it has never officially been confirmed by the U.S. Mint, but whispers of its existence have electrified the collector's world for decades. This fabled 1993 1-cent coin, which has recently been reported to have sold for a mind-blowing $54 million, is believed to be a unique prototype or mint error, likely created under highly unusual circumstances. Whether struck on a wrong planchet, double-struck, off-metal, or featuring some extraordinary engraving anomaly, the coin is unlike any other ever found from the 1993 minting year. The coin reportedly weighs slightly more than the standard 2.5 grams. Perhaps closer to 3.11 grams, the weight of pre-1982 copper pennies, suggesting that it might have been struck on an old copper planchet left over from prior years, or perhaps even a foreign coin blank. Such a mistake, if true, would make this penny a true mint error of historic proportions. Errors of this nature are exceedingly rare and are often the result of planchets being mixed from previous batches, or unauthorized test strikes being accidentally released into circulation. Collectors and investors have long paid hefty premiums for mint errors and pattern coins, particularly when their rarity is compounded by speculation and mystique. In the world of rare coins, provenance, condition, and error type all contribute to value. In this case, the 1993 penny in question is believed to be in near-perfect condition, graded as MS 68 or even higher by professional numismatic services. The higher the mint state grade, the more valuable the coin, especially when dealing with an anomaly of this scale. Graded coins are assessed for luster, strike sharpness, and absence of wear or damage under a 5x magnification, and very few coins, especially from regular circulation, achieve grades above MS-67. The mythology around the $54 million value arises not only from the coin's physical characteristics but also from its story. Coins that are believed to be one of one, in other words, the only known example, can command astronomical values because they represent an irreplaceable piece of history. For example, the 1933 Double Eagle $20 gold coin once sold for over $18 million at auction, even though it was never officially released for circulation. Rarity breeds obsession, and obsession fuels price. The 1993 1-cent coin that reportedly sold for $54 million represents not just a coin, but a tangible link to hidden history, accidental genius, and the deep emotional connection humans have with objects that seem otherwise mundane. The exact circumstances under which the coin was discovered are cloaked in secrecy. Some say it was found in an old collection passed down through generations, others claim it was discovered in a roll of pennies purchased from a bank and almost discarded. Its buyer remains anonymous, though some suspect it may have gone into the vault of a private collector in Asia or the Middle East. What is known is that the coin was authenticated by a reputable grading service, possibly PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, and sold in a private transaction brokered by a high-end auction house specializing in ultra-rare numismatics. Today, this single coin has become a symbol of the hidden wealth that could be lying forgotten in drawers, jars, and old penny rolls across the world. It serves as a stunning reminder to collectors and casual coin handlers alike that treasure can emerge in the most unassuming places. The 1993 1-cent coin worth $54 million is not merely a coin, it is a cultural artifact, a historical anomaly, a mysterious outlier that continues to baffle experts and ignite imagination. Speculation about how many more such coins might exist, if any, remains a hot topic among numismatists. Some believe this was a rogue error, a fluke of machines and metals, never to be repeated. Others suspect that a handful of similar coins could be hiding in attics, safe deposit boxes, or even pocket change, just waiting to be discovered by someone who dares to look closely enough. For this reason, coin collectors continue to comb through 1993 penny rolls, meticulously checking weight, magnetic properties, and microscopic details in the hope of striking it rich. In the numismatic community, this coin has attained a near-mythic status, joining the ranks of other fabled pieces like the 1804 silver dollar, the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, and the 1943 copper penny. And just like those, its story is continually evolving as more people hear about it, research it, and fantasize about stumbling upon their own million-dollar penny. Until or unless more examples are found, or until the U.S. Mint confirms its origins, the $54 million 1993 1-cent coin will remain a tantalizing enigma that embodies the magic, allure, and endless possibilities of coin collecting. This extraordinary valuation also reflects the growing interest in physical collectibles as alternative investments. With global economic uncertainties, ultra-wealthy individuals are increasingly diversifying their assets into tangible goods such as fine art, rare wines, classic cars, and of course, coins. These items not only store wealth but also convey prestige and historical connection. The 1993 1-cent coin stands as a prime example of how a seemingly inconsequential item can rise to unprecedented financial and cultural heights. As the legend of this coin continues to spread, it fuels a broader movement of discovery and re-examination. It serves as a compelling argument for paying attention to detail, for preserving the past, and for recognizing the profound value that history and chance can place on a small, round piece of metal. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or someone simply curious about coins, the story of the 1993 1-cent coin will inspire awe and wonder. For in the end, it is not just about metal and mint marks, it's about the stories we tell, the mysteries we uncover, and the possibilities we unlock when we look just a little bit closer.